Hello. Welcome to my channel, Romantic Developer. Today is my stream number 48 from my 152 days challenge, at least 152 days. Yes. So glad to congratulate you on my channel. If you came here because you see some interesting title or keyword or search results, whatever, my stream about multiple things, so you can use video sections created below that video, or video chapters. Yeah, follow them to jump into the action. Okay. Today is Saturday, and yeah, it should be day of some restart probably. Yes, after working week and preparing to the next week. For me it was day of some like work. I do some work in garden. I try to rebuild my irrigation system at the same time, because we have pretty good heat for last several days. We need water in the plant, so whenever I can, I do it automatically, but we have a lot of plants, not so many automation, so yeah, not all the plants could be watered. I can't imagine how many miles of garden hose we need to water everything, even if we put sprinklers, not just put the hose into every pot. And today was 31 degree of Celsius. It's about 88 degree of Fahrenheit. It's pretty hot as for last day of autumn, of summer. I'm sorry. First day of autumn will start less than in 2 hours in Pacific time, and it's already started on eastern coast in United States, and it started already mostly everywhere in the world. Yeah, so we way behind the whole world in time, of course, in time. Okay, about main topic I've discussed for the last few streams. It's about theory of everything for human energy, money, time, and basically, yeah, fullness of life. So theory of energy for human life. And we discussed, I said that I have impression that, not impression, when you already see a theory and see multiple confirmation of your theory. So, and the theory is that cannot be easily calculated using some like mathematical methods. Like you couldn't convert that formula about your life energy in connection to money, to your ability to do proper time management for your life, just to like formulas like 2 + 2 = 4. No, it doesn't work like that. But truly, it's formula, some type of formula, some type of rules of laws, not physics laws, but energy laws. So we receive some energy from the nature. Yes, we sleep and we get up slightly refreshed in many cases. we eat, and if we eat not too much and pretty healthy, after some time, after our body processed all that food, we also feel some energy. We feel energy when we are seeing great things, like nature, or like some creatures of our nature. If we see our loved ones, if we communicate with people we like, etc., etc., because it's all create energy flows from us to nature and back, from us to people and back, from us to creatures, animals and back, and so on. And sometimes we lose some energy, like if we start to think about something and basically start worrying, and if especially if we can do anything with that, it's like you spend energy thinking about it, worrying about it, and at the same time you just spend time, energy, and you cannot do anything with that. And yeah, I don't say you shouldn't worry about something, but you should stop at some point. Um, Sometimes it's very hard to do because we couldn't control every worry we have, but yeah, at least that is something which consume our energy without giving it back. Mm, we talked about some connection between energy, money, and time. At least I see that connection on my example, on other people example with whom I communicate. So when we don't have uh, a lot of energy to do something, mostly it's connected with that fact that normally we don't have a lot of money. So amount of money which we would feel us, which would help us feel safe in financial field, um, and proper amount of money. Again, maybe for someone it would be completely different amounts. Maybe someone is rich and he lost a lot of energy because they think, okay, I'll going to lose everything, etc. So as many money as can make you feel safe about it and don't think a lot about it. Yeah, could be challenging. We provided example of monk. I need to hear how they pronounce that word. Uh, Monk. So person who pray in somewhere, who live, who spent his life praying to God and doing and to serve his church or something like that. Is his religion. Monk or monk. Anyway, yeah, for example for monk, money also wouldn't be as much independence to his life energy, and so on and so on. But normally I see that dependency, and we say that okay, uh, people worry about money. A lot of people worry about money. Okay, me including, and a lot of people worry that there are not sufficient amount of money. Hopefully, I'm not thinking about what to eat or should I eat or not, um, or what to wear. Uh, I don't have a high demand of wearing some stuff. Like I don't need to wear Gucci. Just some jeans, some shirt, and that it. The shirt is nice, by the way. It's from Ross Pay for Less. Okay. Mm, so yes, I could normally survive, and my family is also pretty safe, but of course not the same safe as I wish. For me, it's a factor which consume my energy because I'm not feel successful with money. And at the same time I don't feel successful with my time management because I see that I what I planned not always I could achieve, and what I feel I could it's not something I could achieve as well. And we said, okay, let's try to think of some steps which could help us consume less energy, or just stop that leakage of energy, and maybe we will fix the energy, fix the money, fix the time. So of course it all way round process, but yeah. And of course the biggest effect, it would be when all the three things will touch each other. Yeah, so on borders of those fields. So if we think about energy and money, I'd say stop worrying about money. And to stop worrying about money, you should see clear picture. When you see clear picture, you worry much less. It's including everything, including your health. You can worry about something is, yeah, you feel some pain, but when you see the picture, when you go to doctor and say, doctor say, okay, it's something, it's just okay, I don't know medical terms, some psoriasis or whatever, just take the pills. So he explain, or she explains you what's going on in your body and how to treat it, and you start feeling much safer. You stop thinking about, oh, what is going on. Maybe it's, I don't know, not COVID, maybe it's cancer, or some even worse. What could be worse than cancer? Yeah, so anyway, you start thinking about, or at least you can say, okay, I'm going to die, oh, I'm dying. Everyone could die at every moment, but at least you stop worrying about it, and you understand, okay, that pain, it's manageable because it's that and that. The same with money. You just need to build whatever in your notebook, in Excel sheets, or whenever, what is the tool you're using normally. Just put everything about your money, how many you earn, how many you need to pay for all that expenses which you should make, how many cards do you have, or accounts do you have as well, maybe loans do you have, how many left, how many do you pay, how many do you pay for like how many you pay for supporting that loan or supporting that card. What I mean, probably there is a good financial term for that. So like cards taking some APR, some percentage of your money as by the contract you have with them. So like if you have like 1,000 debt, every month they could take like $20 or $50 from the debt just to keep in the card. Sometimes credit cards has some amount which you should pay annually, for example. So just put all that things, and you will see how many money normally you receive, how many money you should give back, how many you spend on each card, etc. And if you even don't do anything with it right now, it will help you. And it's still pending for me. I mean, I did it already several times, but recently I again in some state of uncertainty because I'm not know for sure everything. And if I will know everything, at least I stop thinking about it much. Yes, and I will save some my energy which I'll spending on that. What next thing? Let's think about border between time and energy. Yes. For me, it's planning. And planning is actually pretty energy consuming as well. I mean, stressful. Why is that? Because when you So it's a good thing. There are several recommendations, several things to improve it. First of all, yeah, you need to write a plan for each day, but you should be easygoing with that. If it doesn't work, it's okay. You just write a plan, and while you can follow it, it's nice. If something happening and you couldn't follow the whole plan, maybe you just cross out several hours from this plan and try to return to it and keep it. The main thing that you in that plan need to provide you some time back, some free time. For example, even if I work on some tasks, I don't put for myself like whole 1 hour time, but I'll provide myself like intervals of 30 minutes. And normally I said, okay, 25 minutes work and 5 minutes back. So you just could relax, you just could maybe do some exercise, walk, drink water, whatever. And of course, after several hours, it would be maybe half an hour of some break. Again, maybe you could use this time to do some learning. Maybe it could be connected with work. At least it's not so intensive work. Maybe it will not help someone. It's something helping me. At least knowledge that I have some free time going forward. It's good. It's my decision if I want to spend it as free time or not, but it's good to have. I understand that not every work allows that, but I mean, when you plan in your time which you could plan, I suggest you plan this way. Also, about stress. Stress, of course, is when you cannot achieve what you planned. The good thing is just to not plan much. At least plan bare minimum, and then nice to have. And maybe just somehow highlight the things which you should have done and good to have done, or and third phase, maybe I could do that if what I could, if what is nice to have done, I don't want to do that. Maybe like what could be done, like I don't know, some learnings or making some do some cleaning in your room or at your place. So maybe it's could wait for another day when it's become important thing. But yeah, maybe there are some things which you could feel pleasure in them. So you could do them. You could do them. Yeah, when you plan. What else will work for me? When I think about my plans for the week or for the month, so there are two things. First of all, it's nice to have all your tasks somewhere. So let's imagine you have some tasks. Let's imagine you want to do some cleanup in, let's say, in garage, yes, or in some storage space you have, and you could be quite detailed with that. So let's say, okay, I want to review some shelves in garage and just get rid of some stuff which I don't use anymore and organize stuff which I use. And imagine that you have multiple shelves. You could say, okay, I need to do like 5% of shelves or 10% of shelves. And also I want to clean the floor, maybe fix some walls, do some other organizations. So it's nice to have somewhere list with all the detailed tasks. But when you're planning, like what I'll do in the week, put in very detailed task. It's something which don't help me. I mean, it's It's nice to have, of course. I put, but it's put a lot of pressure on me. Again, maybe it's just me. And I feel that my energy flow, and I'm start thinking about it and say, oh, whatever, whatever, whatever. Instead, it's better to, just put maybe some word garage. Garage. And it's allow give you some freedom. So whenever I have freedom, it's much simpler for me to go with it. So garage, and it's up to me. Or I want to review the shelves, or I just want to go and do some cleaning of the floor, or maybe I just go view at it and say, okay, let's me think about how I will plan it, and it will be the all work I do in the garage, like on my storage for a week. So of course it's not work with everything. There are some projects, there are some work, there are some home related stuff. I mean, household related. You need to buy products, etc., etc. But there are things which you should do, and you just need to accept it. I need to buy products because otherwise my family will have nothing to eat. And there are things nice to do, which normally I'm lazy to do. Maybe you're also lazy to do something. Many people are lazy. And thinking about it a lot, actually it feeds your laziness because you lose your energy. Laziness say, okay, I eat your energy from it and I will be even bigger and so on and so on. So you should provide you some free time, and also of course include in your plan some free time and some pleasures. And maybe for completing some work, doing some milestones, you also could provide you some pleasures, but not those which you have anyway. Maybe some unique which you shouldn't receive in any other way, you know. So maybe if you like to watch, I don't know, social network just to do some relaxing, maybe for a big pleasure it would be watching a movie, and you just finishing your stuff and you could watch a movie, like plan 2 hours with family or maybe alone, and you just receive that pleasure in full because you completed some work. Again, it's just an example, but maybe it's something will work for you. It's something which works for me, not every day, but sometimes I feel it's worth it. So yeah, it's my thoughts about how to minimize energy loss on the borders of money, time, and energy, life energy. And I'll think what to improve, what to improve later. Maybe I'll share some templates which I using for myself. I need to think if it's shareable or if it's usable. And surely I still think that I'm not catching the whole idea by tail. I'm still moving around. So I need to do more thinking about it. Maybe try to do things to understand what else. So I feel for me moment comes when I need to understand more in that human energy. So interestingly that it was a result of my stream work and my thinking in the streams. So that's why I continue that in the streams. So I think for now it's that it. Hopefully you have good time of your day or even in the morning, and the most important, you just create atmosphere or environment around you full of coziness, of love, of acceptance, where it's, yeah, where soul is in coziness, you know. And yeah, if you have any questions, please ask. If you want to see any more video, please subscribe, put your comments, like the video, whatever, and see you tomorrow or any day after at 10 p.m. PST.